게임 하리라스 यार. Division 2. Ronaldo. 어쩌마. Ronaldo 저기서 잘하다네. सालेको रहीको स्टार रोनाल्डो. Dani Olmo, Lionel Messi रहीको स्टार Patrick Vieira, Yaya Toure, Marco Cucurella. आम्मा कस्तो खतरा Unai Simon, Mario, Ponce, Suru,
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a foot.
Haaland! That's a fair try, but just off target. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella venturing down the left. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Haaland. And here's Dembele.
Dembele.
Now it's Dani Olmo. He's picked his way through. Looking to play him in. And this is Ronaldo. And that was very necessary. Rui Costa. That is a brilliant interception. Dembele. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Fernandez. Lam. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Fernandez. He's in a great position here. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Dani Olmo receives it in a wide position. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, nice touch. Thuram. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Could move up a gear here. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Good ball, good take. Merino! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No change to the score, 0-0 it
Stop
remains.
pushing them, so shut up.
And here's Dani Olmo. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's whipped it across. Spence tries to clear. And it's Spence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he welcomes it in. He's onside. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Spain with the corner, they're first. Alvarez. And now they can spring out of defence. Unai Simon clears it away. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rui Costa wants to run onto this, and that has sent him sprawling. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Cannavaro getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. It's gone for a throw-in. Spence for Merino. Rui Costa. It's a promising position. In by and a header.
Oh, nice,
That was
nice. Come
superb
on.
goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Lam.
Nepal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Nice. I like that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've got a throw. Spence. Cannavaro. And it's Dembele. That is good strength. And it's Fernandez. Aims beyond the defence. Spread neatly.
Está ner den hade. Kostar här. Oh, Spence. Det är med den.
Kukurea. There will be 1 minute at a time. That's a good run down the left.
Nice.
It's a pretty loose pass. That looks a cracking ball. He's got away. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Nepal trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So let's get the ball rolling.
Nepal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cucurella has the space to scheme. Merino. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kubasi. Dembele. Merino. Spence. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can they get it? Oh, what has happened here?
Nah. What? What's wrong? Yes.
Oh, that's a key interception. Haaland. Dembele. Fernandez.
Look.
Neymar. Knocks it into space. No luck with that dink over the top.
Det bound nästan lite här.
Dembele. And it's Lam. Fernandez. Lam has it out wide and in space. Fernandez puts a cross in. And he's managed to get rid.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the...
And the shot! Fernandez. Merino tries to pass it through. That's been intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Great chance!
Yeah!
Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Nepal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tielemans. And Spence. Merino. And it's Fernandez. And here's Alvarez. Passing nice and neat. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Foul,
Whistle's gone,
that's
that's
foul.
foul.
That's foul.
Alvarez
That's foul.
having a look.
Number 22.
So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question.
Coming on the field, number 6, Marcelo. Number 26.
By a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And this is Ronaldo. Neymar. Can he finish?
Nine.
And they get themselves in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Spain leading now.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's...
he's given it away. It's Neymar! That would have been game, set and match.
Neymar really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Coming on the field is number 8, Schneider.
Look. Just to the right.
Over to the right flank.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gudna lam,
That's a cute ball. Nepal have now used up all but one of their substitution room. Oh,
Top.
he's having a go! So close to drawing level.
They clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Number 20, Dembele. Coming on the field.
Chance to shoot!
Number 11.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 10, Hazard.
Spain have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass.
Spain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it.
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Nepal, they have thrown this away at the death. So this to extend their lead.
Lo ande den, se vuole te tanto non va. Te tanto.
Yaya Toure, and this is Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Schneider. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Haaland. Well seen.
Coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Van Dijk produces the perfect tackle there. Great vision. Schneider has it in a wide position. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivered with swing. And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody...
Oj, satte så lite. Sana. Meine Scheine, mal Scheine, oile halvanigo. Joho. Det tyckte jag det ser så. Ja, jag kan ju. Det pun saya try dulu. Masa saya midfielder. Mahrez चलो भाई 세븐이 나오는 거예요 뭐? That's crazy shit, yeah. Shit. I don't know. Still disappeared around there. अच्छे होना चाहिए
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes... Shoots!
Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's where it came from. Can he get on the end of this? Plays it, takes a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Yamal! Alvarez running with the ball. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Fernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Drills one in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get onto this? The less said about that pass, the better. Tielemans.
Nepal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. Cross into the box. Al-Kubasi gets it away. Merino. Can he spark a counter here? Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Zanetti. Some good work on the right flank here.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Fernandez. Knocks it out wide. Fernandez. Terrific effort! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Threads one in. That is lovely. Fernandez. And a header!
No!
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Cucurella. Zanetti. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold. Merino. That is good progress on the left. And it's Tielemans. All played for Dembele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good chance here! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nepal have their second corner now. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it's Dembele. That is headed for the middle. And he's there to deal with it. And it's Lam. He's had a shot! No foul, says the referee.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Haaland. Spence. Now it's Marino. Tielemans. And here's Haaland. Goes for goal!
Yeah.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cucurella.
There will be 1 minute added time.
His positioning was spot on. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Nepal go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Please keep your eyes
It's been
on your
a
children
pretty
during the
tepid
match at
display.
all times.
They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
Nepal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tielemans. And here's Haaland. He's chosen to go back. And it's Fernandes. And Fernandes. Lam. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Nine.
Alexander-Arnold, who does have an assist to his name. Space for him to turn and look. He's picked his way through. Chance, surely! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. So what can they make of this? Norway are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That is ended up in no man's land. Dembele, that's really well manoeuvred. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Haaland, looking for the run. Cucurella. Fernandes. Dembele. And Fernandes. And it's Lam. All played for Dembele. Fernandes. Lam. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Fernandes. Dembele. And here's Haaland. He'll try from distance. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Striker and heal the second striker I think this good.
And the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Oh, what's he done? He is through. Decent chance! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
He has a... It's Bergkamp! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Nepal have their third corner.
दोस्त को सलाम करोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा क्या हो जाएगा
Coming on to replace him is number 7, Edmilson.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal looking to receive it in space. Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kukchu with the short one. Delivers with whip. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Norway can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That has not gone well. Now it's Haaland.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
This could be their final throw of the dice.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Yamal.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. O'Reilly. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Haaland. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lampard. Looking tidy in possession here. Caught offside that time. Zanetti. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Nepal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all.
Hurry. Little single hurry.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Senhoras e senhores, sejam bem-vindos à partida de hoje.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Flamengo have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs 2 of the 3 central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So that's got things underway. And that pass just didn't quite work. Neymar. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Turns back here, probably the best option. Fernandes. And it's Marino. Ball played for Dembele. Great ball, and he's in. Chance! They've scored! That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Aos 6 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 18.
Flamengo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Serginho. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's where it came from. Messi. And it's Caicedo. Koundé. Conte. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Alvarez. Now it's Marino. Dembele. Alvarez. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pings in and another try! And that's a tidy finish. They are purring, truly purring. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Camisa 9.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Haaland. That's good play. And it's Tielemans. He's going for goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's anyone's ball now. Serginho, and that is not finding anyone. Fernandes. Nepal have scored 2 quick goals here. Now it's Alvarez. And here's Haaland. Rashford. Marino. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball. Koundé for Messi. And it's Neymar. And this is Inzaghi. Conte. And it's Caicedo. And Neymar. He's had it taken off him. Quality ball. Nepal do have a chance to counter here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Haaland. Caught offside that time. Nicely spread. Now it's Haaland. And here's Alvarez. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Messi. Conte. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's had it nicked away. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Haaland! And there's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Nepal are having a ball here. Serginho. Pepe spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Haaland. And he was alert to it. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Spread out to the left. Now it's Rashford. They get a throw in. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Spence. And it's Pepe. And it's Dembele. Neymar. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Alvarez. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely weighted pass. And a chance! It's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Nepal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Alvarez. That's the end of the first 45. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Nepal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Nepal look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. So off we go again. And it's Marino. Conte could move up a gear here. Pinches it off him. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Now it's Alvarez. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Inzaghi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good alertness. Lam. And Kubasi. And it's Tielemans. Lam. Now it's Fernandez. All played for Dembele. Nicely weighted ball.
Shot, surely! And it's in!
And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And yes, it's him again.
Camisa 18.
Gabriel.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Neymar. And he's gone searching crossfield. Showing great feet there. He's got away. Backward it goes. Fernandez. Haaland being hunted in tacks.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Koundé. More and more pressure on the ball here. Akanji. And it's Conte. Aims beyond the defence. He's having a shot! And it's Tielemans. Dembele. For Marino. Marino. This is promising. Rashford.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Haaland. Rashford. Oh, it's come loose. Haaland. Neymar. The message is clear, none shall pass. Lam finding himself in space. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Rashford. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's quick to return it. And that's a good ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's a promising position. Tielemans does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Dembele. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? Filippo Inzaghi. And it's Conte. Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again! And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Serginho, he has found the way through. Tries to pass it through. Kubasi. Talam. Nepal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh no, this does not look good. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that was vital. So what can they make of this? Alvarez. Now it's Lampard. Joelinton does well to get it back. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Messi.
That's good play from him.
Just eases him off the ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Driving forward. Haaland.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It'll be a throw-in. And it's Tielemans. That's going wide left. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. He's found a way through. Hekimolu was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
No way through. Merino.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lam kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Merino. Thinks about the shot. The ball is bounced loose now. Chance for a shot! So it is still 0-0. Tielemans. That pass has been well intercepted. Out towards the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dembele. And he's straight offside. Alvarez. He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Dembele. Oh, that's nice. Tries one from range. Dembele! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Chance, surely! Oh, that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Nepal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. That looks a good ball through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Ruben Neves. And he thumps it clear. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's a good ball out wide. Messi picks it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
Club America definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Marino. Marino! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And he's running through. Some resolute defending there. Oh, they could break here. Ruben Neves. Tielemans running with intent.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, well played. Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Dembele. That's the end of the first 45. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Nepal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Not the most accurate pass. Fernandez. Dembele. Alvarez. And it's Fernandez. Showing great feet there. Oh, sweet feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Griezmann defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Marino. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Kubasi. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Good running, strong and purposeful. Alvarez proves just a little bit too strong. Alvarez supplying the width on this right-hand side. Showing good feet. He's played it back. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Played out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large...
It's Dembele! Defending of the desperate variety. So we have movement on both benches. But he's gone backward here. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
He is just caressing the ball. Dembele, cross in, looks like a good one. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
धारा पर्खिने छालले
Dembele with the short one. Good ball, good take. Time and again they are repelled. That's destined for the flank. Very nicely done. And it's Dembele. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Bale. Bale. Nice control. Bale! Brilliant save from Donnarumma. Caicedo. And it's Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Camavinga. He came in hard, very hard. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Nicely weighted ball. Caicedo. Out for a throw.
Caicedo.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now it's Haaland. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nepal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Foot in. Dembele being hunted in packs.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Cambio en el América. Número 91.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Entran número 41. Número 6.
Schneider goes short. No way through, so... And the shot! Tries to get it clear. And he's there to belt it away. Applies the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Offside.
Bale is flagged offside.
Ja.
Well, played right into his path.
Offside.
Oh, given offside once more. Camavinga. He's looking wide. Here's the return pass. And that's been intercepted. Now it's Lampard. He's picked his way through. And this is Bale. Ruben Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. It's a promising position. He's got away. Drives it in. And that has been knocked clear. And that is as far as it goes. Nepal are walking off satisfied with their day's work.
त्यहाँबाट मलाई चाहिएको कुन भन्दाखेरि त्यहाँबाट मलाई बिल्डअप चाहियो तर त्यो बिल्डअप दिन्छ दिँदैन भन्ने कुरो हो मलाई इन्ट्री बिल्डअप प्रभु बिल्डअप दे मलाई बिल्डअप आई निड बिल्डअप डिफेन्स
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made...
It's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! He's got himself an absolute peach. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Distributed tidily. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nico Williams. Tielemans, looking for a runner. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Shot, surely! It's hit the upright. Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Dembele at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And yes, it's him again. Nepal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been a an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Nico Williams tries a cross. Spence pressing high and with purpose. Yamal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tielemans. And it's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. Dembele! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now a sudden chance to counter. Pacho. And it's Spence. Nico Williams. Yamal. That's going wide left. That has been cut short. Fernandez. Dembele, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And it's Zielinski. That looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's going to be another corner. De Bruyne goes short. Spence. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Zielinski. Now it's Rooney. Merino. And it's Dembele. Dembele running with intent. Takes on his marker. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Merino. Tielemans. Cross flung in towards the middle, and back out. He's in a great position here. That's very neat. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dembele. And it's Tielemans. Spence. Merino. Nepal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. That has been knocked clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No way through, so back it comes. There's the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Nepal were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Nepal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Nepal firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Kubasi. And it's Tielemans. And here's Dembele. That's Tielemans. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Probing pass. It's rising! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Spread it left. Now it's Williams.
Oh, really well played.
Lam, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tacho spots it and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass. De Bruyne is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Great vision. Dembele being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. He's picked his way through, and he's been shifted off it. Mikel Merino, who's set up 1 goal so far. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Dembele has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Now it's Rooney. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Williams. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. No, that's been intercepted. Crosses it. Terrific effort! And again! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Nepal benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. Nepal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's cut it out. Tielemans.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's fabulous. Dembele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Zielinski. Now it's Yamal. This looks promising. Fernandez. And here's Dembele. Zabani did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is De Bruyne. Now it's Williams. Merino.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Dembele. It's Dembele! Always going over the top.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Napoli are coasting towards victory. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lampard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And now the breakaway. Now it's Haaland. Tries to thread one through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Spence. Now it's Williams. And here's Rooney. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. So that's it. It is all over. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And the ball is out of play. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Fernandez. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Magnificent from Alvarez! About as smooth as it gets. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador, camisa 18.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nepal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pepe. Dembele. Now it's Haaland. Nice sequence of passes this. Oh, some tackle that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's picked it up out wide. Alexander-Arnold is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mbappe. Neymar finding himself in space. The ball goes in. And it's hoisted clear. Lam. Fernandez. Pavard cuts out the pass. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Merino. That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through, and he shoots! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been slipped through. Mikel Merino Here's onto this. Can he finish? And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Camisa 9.
Nepal find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's shoots! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out of play for a throw. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Messi, delivered low. And that is expertly dealt with. Haaland. Now it's Marino.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A header! Nepal have scored 2 quick goals here. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nepal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dembele. And it's been played through. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Dembele threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Serginho. That's a smartly directed ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Spread neatly. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Neymar plays it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tielemans tries one from range. Sensational by Tielemans. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Nepal are having a ball here. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Nepal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Nepal are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Oh, he's found support out wide. Merino. He is just caressing the ball. Pavard attempts a clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking for options for movement. Not the most accurate pass. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Scholes. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Haaland. And he's in. There's the shot! And it's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him. Nepal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Pass is just off target. And he's managed to get rid. Alvarez being hunted in packs.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Nicely intercepted. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Decent chance! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Wriggles his way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Pepe. Dembele. Spence. Haaland! that should get the job done. That'll be a throw. And he's whipped it across. Courtois claims it without any fuss. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Can he get onto this?
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 27. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 22.
Nepal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Tielemans. He's a sharp little ball here. Alvarez has it out wide and in space. Now then, the ball's come loose. In towards the... He leaps for it! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Nepal making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Nepal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Mbappe! Lam. To Gay. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Kubasi. That has been cut short. Scholes. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Lampard. And it's Dembele. Good ball, good take. Alvarez. Can he finish? And that's past the post.
Substituição em andamento.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Laporte. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Gerrard. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now that looks a decent ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Five minutes to add. Spence. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other, quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Nepal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And here is the national anthem of Chile. Well, Jim, Marcus Rashford's best position has been something that's up for debate for quite a while. What do you think?
Well, I don't think he's a pure number 9. He doesn't have the physicality for that. He's not a target man either, Peter, so as the player himself has said, along with a few of his mentors, his best football comes from that left-hand side, whether it's isolating fullbacks or drifting in towards the middle.
So there we are, that settles the argument. And that gets things running. Now it's Royce. Merino. Rafinha. That's destined for the flank. Looking for options for movement. He's found some space. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Fernandez. And they can counter here. Merino. And it's Dembele. Played into space. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rafinha. Tielemans does well to get it back. And here's Tielemans. And here's Marino. Tielemans. And he shoots! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Nepal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Chile finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Xavi Alonso. Nepal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Alvarez. Over to the right flank. That looks a good cross. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Marino. It's out for a goal kick. Rodri. And Rafinha. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Alvarez. Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Fernandez. Spence. All played for Dembele. And that pass just didn't quite work. Di Lorenzo. That's a good foray he's making. Royce. And they are prompt with their pressing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Spence. And he's in on goal. In by Mar... And a header! And a neat finish! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Nepal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Xabi Alonso shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Xabi Alonso has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
They've played it short, and this is Royce. And it's been hooked away. Xavi Alonso. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a promising position, and it's played into the middle. That's a decent clearance. It is a corner, good chance. And the keeper beats it away. He's got away. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Tielemans looking understandably energised after his goal. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Di Lorenzo picks it up out wide. Nepal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Xavi Alonso, and here's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Mikel Merino did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rafinha. Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dembele. Pepe. Fernandez. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Alvarez. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. Alonso. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot's on here. Merino. And for the first half, that is that. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Nepal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And here is the first touch of the second half. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Rafinha. Spence. Merino. Haaland.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Merino.
Might want to be careful there.
Chile needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Lahm. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's all alone. He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Nepal find a position of real strength now. Balde. Alonso. Rafinha. Foot in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dembele. Rodri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in. Spence has it out wide and in space. And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Mbappe. Time and again they are repelled. That is good strength. He has found a way through. Balde with the slide tackle there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Haaland. Look at the... Alvarez! Oh, it's hit the post! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Nepal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rudiger. Here's Rodri. Mbappe. Spence makes the interception. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Cambio en Chile. Número 16. Lo reemplazará número 10.
Di Lorenzo. And it's Modric. Tielemans. And it's Fernandez. Lahm. Alvarez wants to run onto this. Lahm. Haaland tries a shot! And he stuck it away! But that is not going to count.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Cambio en Chile. Número 22. Entrará al campo número 5.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's intervened well there. Marquinhos. And it's Rashford. Now it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just how... And here's Alvarez. Modric. Now Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nepal are almost home and dry now. Oh, super find. Just the keeper in his way. Shot a goal! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cambio en Chile. Número 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 11. Se está realizando un cambio.
Modric. Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. Modric. Now it's Royce. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, some tackle that. Haaland. Spread to the right. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for a runner. That is ended up in no man's land. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Royce. Schneider. And the counter is on. Now it's Schneider. Now it's Lampard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Nepal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it.